Are you trying to get promoted in your current job? And maybe you tried this before, but it hasn't worked out. Well, today I wanted to share with you 3 behaviors that are a must if you want to get promoted, whether you start a new job or you've been in the same role for quite some time. When I'm helping individuals that want to get promoted in their current roles, I often come across individuals that are not even quite comfortable with their current role, with what they're doing at the moment. Sometimes I've asked if they know what their expectations are, right? So the number 1 behavior that we need, all of us, right, if we want to move to the next step in our career, is to know our current role, how to master it, and what the expectations are from your direct manager or supervisor. It's important that you master your current role and that you know the expectations, what is expected from you individually. Once you know this, well, it's important, number 1, to be successful at the role that you're doing now. And the way that I see it, if you want to move on to the next role, well, if I'm hiring, if I'm interviewing someone for another role, I want to see what their performance has been. Think about this. When we have hiring managers, they can only go by what you've done in the past. This is true for an interview as it is also for a promotion. If you're looking to get promoted to a different role, I don't know how well you're going to do there. What I know is how well you've done in your current role. Knowing that, it can give you the tools that you need to make sure that when that opportunity comes up, that you're ready for that. So number 1, know and master your current role and be clear with what is expected from you. And once you know this, here's the kick. Over-deliver above the expectations they have for yourself. For example, if they said, hey, I want you to do A and B, well, do an attempt to go even for a C. When you know how to do your job, you're good at it. It's also going to be easier for you to go the extra mile. Like, what can be done better? Once you know your role and you know the expectations, you can make it look easy. And this will open up other doors for you where people will want to work with you. They may want to offer you different jobs, different opportunities, but it's so important. Oftentimes I've come across individuals that have no clue. Now, this not only helps you to get a promotion, it could help you get a raise. It could help you go to a different division, this institution you work for. Or if you develop the skills to this point, you can apply to any other jobs, any other institutions, and really get the worth of your time, your experience, and what you bring to the table. Another skill or another behavior that is so important to be there when you're looking to get promoted, if that is something that you're looking for, it's visibility. Many team members work their butt offs. They work so hard, and I think they're just waiting for someone to come and tap their shoulders and let them know, hey, I got an opportunity for you. Now, what you need to know is that if you have aspirations for different roles, well, you need to make sure someone knows about them. Number 1 could be your manager, right? It's important that whomever you report to is aware of what your career aspirations are. But also, if you already know what division you want to go to, what other jobs you want to do next, well, it's important that you make yourself visible to them, for them to know who you are, for them to know that you're interested about maybe in the future joining their teams. This is going to allow for them to proactively look at what you're doing now, maybe give you some feedback on things that you could do to get you ready when the opportunity comes up. But visibility is one of the most missed opportunities for many people, including myself, by the way. Sometimes we assume that people know what you do, but the reality is that they don't. It's up to us to really let ourselves be known, make sure that people recognize the work that we do. If you have a good leader, if you have a good manager, they will notice and they will support you. Not everyone could have the best leaders in place, and sometimes you may have leaders that won't realize the work that you do. So it's important that you keep track of the work that you do, and that during your conversations with your leaders or your managers, that you take a moment to also go through them so that they know what you're working through. Now, that is a great segue to point number 3. Execute the work as if you were in the role that you're looking to get promoted. I understand that maybe they're different roles, different expectations, but I'm sure there are transferable skills that you can start implementing today that would transfer over to that next role. That is not only going to get you prepared for the opportunity, But once you do come into the job, once you get promoted, because you will then execute at a level that you're not going to seem like if you're just started yesterday. And of course, there's a learning curve. But what can you do today in your current role that is just going to help that learning curve as you take on the new role and responsibilities? Now, as a hiring manager myself, I am looking for those individuals that are already executing the job that I want them for. And it's because at the end of the day, it's not about titles. It's not about teams. It's, do they have the qualities that I'm looking for? Do they have the skills that are transferable to the job that I need them to execute? So as you think about yourself and where you're at today and where you want to be tomorrow, what can you do from now till then that is going to allow you to not only perform an excellent job today, but be successful at that next role that you're looking to go for? Through all this process, it's so important that you are asking intentionally for feedback. What can you do better? What needs to change? What needs to improve? Because without feedback, it's going to be really hard to get you to where you need to be. Say that you apply for a job in your company that you were looking to get promoted for and you didn't get the promotion. That is not all bad. Make sure that you go out there and ask, what is it that you can do different next time? Or what is it that you can work on for the moment being to get you ready for the next opportunity? If you get feedback without you asking, fantastic. But if you don't, make sure you reach out to the recruiter, make sure you reach out to a hiring manager, make sure you work with your current manager to help you get there. Think about this again as we summarize this video. You want to make sure that you know your current role and you are clear with the expectations so that you not only can perform the current role, but you can go above and beyond and exceed expectations. Also, make sure you're visible. Make sure that your manager and the managers of the groups that you're looking to work for know about you. Not only the hard work that you do, but also your interests about stepping into those different roles. But most importantly, right now and the role that you're in, what can you do that is going to help you get to that next level? How do you execute today for the role that you want tomorrow? If you made it this far in the video, I hope I was able to add some value to your day. I would so much appreciate it if you take a moment to subscribe to the channel, like this video, and in the comments, drop what skill set you're working today to help you get to the job that you want for tomorrow.